Okay. I want to talk about getting in your own way and why that is. No. I want to talk about getting in your own way and getting over yourself. I think part of why I've had such a hard time starting a YouTube channel or sticking to uploading stuff on social medias for a long time now is because I get in my own way a lot. Like, I mentioned it in my last video, but I'm always cringing or feeling like I should stop whatever it is I'm doing, recording my voice or recording like a video game session or even just like commenting on stuff or uploading, excuse me, uploading like a image to Instagram or a video to Instagram or whatever it is, like anything where I put myself out into the internet space. I often feel the need to stop myself and reanalyze everything that I'm doing and making sure it's perfect. And it's like instead of actually getting the ball rolling on a lot of things, I just stop before I've even begun. And I think I see a lot of people do that. Like I talk to a lot of people who have similar experiences, or they don't even notice that they're doing it. They just end up never doing anything online because they are so afraid of like not doing it in the right way. And yesterday I tried to record a video twice, and it like started out okay, and then about, I'd say like 10 to 15 minutes into the first version of the recording, I just really started falling apart because it was like I lost my train of thought, and then I just didn't know how to like recover from that. And so often when I do lose my train of thought, I just start over completely. And I think that's something I do in a lot of like salvageable moments, not just with social media, but like with anything. Playing, like I have a, not me specifically, but my friend group has like this running joke that I start over and remake my entire like character in video games, because for a long time I couldn't play Skyrim without like getting to maybe like just past talking to Jarl Balgriff in Whiterun, and then I would completely restart because I didn't like the character that I was building. And I think that just goes to show like how deep my self-sabotaging runs in me. I'm often like not even feeling like I have to restart on things. I just feel like I do something wrong, and then it would be way easier to restart from like a fresh slate instead of trying to salvage whatever it is I've already made. And I think sometimes that is like the best course of action, is to just abandon the project and then rebuild it from the ground up. But when you do that constantly and never complete any project, then something is wrong. And I think it's not like you should punish yourself for it, but it is something you should step back and be like, why am I doing this? And I think for me, it just is something I've always done, because like even as a kid, I loved like restarting in I'll say like Harvest Moon, because and for people that don't know, that's like a Stardew game before Stardew was the thing. So you're just like a little farmer, and you get a plot of land, and you're like new to this town, and you make friends and farm and go fishing, and like life events happen in the game for you. And so I used to not even have a memory card, which is like another thing people probably don't know about. But on the GameCube and on a lot of the systems back in the like early 2000s, you needed a memory card to save games. And if you didn't have enough space on the memory card, because it's a lot like a hard drive now, I guess. It's the same thing, but like it was only for game saves. And then like now I guess hard drives are for like apps and games and like the system operating system itself. So it's like all condensed onto one thing instead of like the console having it. Anyway, this doesn't really matter. But I didn't have a memory card that was like big enough for my save on Harvest Moon. And I don't remember if it was like the card itself wasn't big enough, or if I just didn't want to delete all my other games to make room for Harvest Moon. And so I would leave my GameCube on and play as long as I could without the GameCube shutting off. And like I would go like weeks into the game, and then like playing it every day weeks, and probably in game it would be like several years or whatever. And I never even like made a ton of progress. I just kind of would like go farming, then I'd go talk to the girl that I liked in the game, and then I'd like ride my horse around the town or whatever, and I just existed until my GameCube would shut off for some reason, or like a power outage would happen or whatever, and then I'd have to restart. And like I didn't mind doing that, but it also sucked because it was like I didn't know how the game ended or anything. And I don't know, I think that's just like one example of me not like self-sabotaging, but enjoying the process even of restarting constantly. And now I'm at a point where that's like not as viable as it used to be. And I don't know, it's even to a point where like I don't want to restart on things, but I often find myself wiping the slate clean regardless. And I really want to stop doing that unless I like absolutely have to. Or if at least if I like notice the project is not going to get to where I want it to, then maybe that's like a good time to do it. But I just wanted to talk about it because I feel like that is a common occurrence that a lot of people don't talk about. A while back, this one guy that I like to watch on YouTube occasionally, let me see if I can find his name. this guy Northwood Shaman on YouTube talked about self-sabotage, and I don't really remember what he said in the video because I was high, and it was like probably a month ago now. But it really like resonated with me, and recently with me just like getting so mad while recording and feeling like I'm just not getting what I want to get across in videos. I just have had this like, I'll say constant thought of talking about self-sabotage. And today I was watching another video where this comedian, who, let me check what his name is. So this comedian, Kyle Cease, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but Kyle Cease. He was talking on this YouTube show that I like to watch called Next Level Soul Podcast. And he was just talking about his own experiences and like being a comedian and what it's like to just kind of riff and talk about like whatever comes to your brain in the moment. And he was talking about just like the I guess self-sabotage, but what did he talk about that I wanted to talk about? Shoot, hold on. Okay, so I thought about it. So Kyle was saying how he had originally like auditioned for I don't remember what the movie was, but some movie, and he got the part, and then he auditioned for another movie, got the part, and in like the initial movie he got like not an extra, he played the character so well that the directors were like, let's make your sections longer, or like let's include you more in the movie in general. And so he was talking about how he went into that without like having all of the essential stuff, quote unquote essential stuff, that actors usually go into acting with. So his example that I remember was like a headshot and like an agent and I guess experience in general. But so he basically was saying like he just did it and it was fun, and he like wasn't thinking about like all the reasons why he wouldn't be able to audition. And then he said he took some acting classes, and immediately he just stopped getting into roles because it was like he was thinking about all these things that everyone said he needed to be thinking about instead of just doing what he wanted to do. And so I think that's something that resonates with me, because there's a lot of times where I'm so worried about like not gaining traction on videos, And then, at least when I first did YouTube for like a year, I was always worried about like, how's my videos doing? How are the views? Do I get any comments? Blah, 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 blah. And like, what is silly about that is I'm not even wanting to do YouTube to get views and comments. I want to do it because I want to talk about stuff like I'm currently doing. I just want to talk about a flow of consciousness, and if people get anything of like value out of it, then that's awesome. But I'm not like looking to be the next Markiplier or the next PewDiePie or something. I think I just want like I want a space to, and I've said this before, but I want a space to just kind of empty my brain, and also somewhere to like look back on whatever it was I was thinking at the time. And so I guess even now it's like I struggle with those ideas of like, well, what if nobody like cares to listen to whatever I'm saying right now? I mean, I'm 16 minutes into this video, so like if someone is watching this, it's like, do they even care? I mean, obviously you care if you listen this far, but it's like, I'm making this for me, not for other people. And so why am I worried about if other people care or want to listen? And I think that's something I'm really trying to work into my brain more, is just like, do what I want to do, and if people enjoy it, they will like and follow and subscribe, and like, you will gain a following by doing what you want to do, because other people will see that, or other people will resonate with it and feel like they should follow you. And what sucks is like, learning about YouTube or social media in general, most people will say you need to like be consistent, you need to upload 10 videos every day. Usually they don't say that, but like a video every day or every week or whatever, and you need to talk about like certain topics that are generally pleasing to everyone or interesting to everyone. You need to play the current game of the year or of the month or the day. And it's like, that's not true. If the internet, and I was thinking about this yesterday, but if the internet stays a thing, like in YouTube stays around, there will be people in 20 years finding this video and maybe not watching the whole thing, but they'll, find the video and possibly watch it. And it's like, there is no limit to when media can be seen or listened to or interacted with in some sense. It's like people are temporary, but whatever the people leave behind can last for centuries. And especially now, like in the digital format of things, media will stick around for a long, long time, unless the parent company goes out of business. And even then, it's like, there's compilations on YouTube of Vine videos that like otherwise wouldn't be seen by kids today or whatever. Like someone growing up who didn't grow up during Vine can watch Vine compilations and be like, oh, this is what everybody was laughing about back then, or this is why it was so popular. And it's like, I think going into things online with that mindset of like, even if nobody watches this right now, in 20 years someone might watch it and gain something from it, then you kind of at least ease the self-sabotage inside you. Like you, at least for me, it's like you can kind of look past it and, like I said at the beginning, get over yourself and just do whatever it is you want to do. And that's a good thing, I think. I think what people need to hear is like, do what you want to do and don't worry about like if people will receive it well. As long as you're not hurting someone else, it's like, just do whatever you want to do. And I think that's kind of a common thread nowadays, is like a lot of people are just realizing as long as you're not like shoving your ideas down someone else's throat and you're just like throwing things out into the ether, then who cares? Like, make cringy jokes, draw cringy art of your two favorite characters kissing, talk for 22 minutes about nothing. Literally just like word garbage. word barfing into the mic and hoping that like you're making sense. Just do that. And if nobody watches it, who fucking cares? Like, someone will watch it eventually. Some insane person, maybe. They might be like, oh, wow, this guy's spitting facts right now. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this video will go out, but I think I feel good about this audio, and there is at least some salvageable bits in it. So I'm going to end the audio now and edit it up and then upload it and forget about it. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Sayonara. Okay.
Damn.
Did you see
You
that?
killed yourself.